Hello everybody, this is Jill with GreenWoodGirlCards. Welcome back to my channel. I hope while you're here that you will like, and if you're not already a subscriber, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so that you can be notified when I put up a new video if you're interested in following along with my crafty endeavors. Today I am coming on to share some wonderful products from Adornit.com. Adornit is a wonderful company. They do all sorts of crafty things. You should really check them out. They have all sorts of kits for doing embroidery and cross stitch, stamping, so many things. And they also sell clothing and home decor and things for your tiered trays, just all sorts of fun stuff. So be sure and check out Adornit.com. I am a stamp ambassador for Dianna Marcum's Recipe Stamp Club. And she makes the most beautiful and fun kind of what I think of as homespun, done on the farm type stamps. A lot of them are recipe. It's the Recipe Stamp Club with Dianna Marcum. And so there's always a recipe stamp each month that she does her release. And the release comes with a stamp set 4x6, an add-on set 4x6, and then additional stamps depending on the month and what they're going to release that you can either get within the club or outside of the club depending on how you sign up. And you go to recipestampclub.com to sign up or go to the Adornit website. And you can also purchase stamp sets a la carte or open stock. So this is one of the sets that's all about pie and blackberries. And this is a 6x8 one. And this has this beautiful pie image, which I just love. I love the little heart on the top of the pie crust. These sentiments, hey cutie pie, sweetie pie, which I cut mine in half to better fit it on my card. Hope your day is sweet as pie, which is wonderful for the inside of your cards. There's a little rolling pin. There is this wonderful blue ribbon. And then you have 4 smaller pies, all different types that you can also use on your cards. And these make wonderful little details on the insides of your cards, the back of your cards. And of course, you can even just do several of them in a row on a card. So just a wonderful 6x8 set. And then with that, we have, there's different recipe sets. And there's this blackberry pie one. I just love this. And again, I haven't used every single set. I just pick and chose a few, and I made 4 cards that I'm going to share with you in this video. But there's this blackberry pie one, and this has that same blue ribbon emblem within the blackberry pie recipe stamp. There's this little piece at the bottom on both of these where you can use these to create backgrounds and do different things. But this is an entire recipe, and it has the cutest little pie down at the bottom. This one also has a pie at the bottom, and this is the recipe for pie crust. And at the top, and I'm sorry, my stamp is slightly off. It's not lined up very well, but at the top, there's a rolling pin that says pie crust. So one is a blackberry pie recipe. The other one is the pie crust recipe. So those are available. And then you also have these 2 sets. And this one says Blackberry Farm and has this incredible truck image. I love this stamp. And then you have a blackberry basket of, a basket of blackberries, a blackberry bunch, a little sentiment that says, pie makes me happy. Isn't that the truth? And then this beautiful pie image. And then on this one, you have some more sentiments. And this one says, we are thankful for you. You're the best. Our team is amazing. And any way you slice it. And then a beautiful piece of pie with a crisscross crust on it. Oh my goodness, so sweet. I am in love with this Blackberry Farm stamp with the truck. It is the most adorable image, and I actually coordinated a lot of these images onto a single card that I'm going to show you. So those are all of the ones related to pie and pie crust. And then the next month's release also came, and I'm going to show you the 2 recipe stamps. There is the homemade ice cream stamp, and this you can see is one of the old hand crank wooden ice cream. We used to have this. My grandma Meg had an ice cream maker like this, and we used to make ice cream every summer when the whole family would get together for reunion picnics and barbecues. And I love this image. It's so sweet. I love the little heart she has hanging down from this. Isn't that adorable? There's a scoop with some little ice cream with a cherry on top. And then there's this 3 sets of cones right here. So I can't wait to make a card with this one too. And then lemon velvet ice cream. This just sounded so delicious. And I'm a huge, huge lemon fan. Me and my grandma Maggie, my grandma Micheline, we both are huge lemon fans. And so I really want to try this one out. And I love this beautiful large lemon with the leaf. And then she's got this beautiful ice cream cone here. And then a smaller lemon with a slice of lemon also. So just beautiful, beautiful stamp images. Oh my goodness. So those are the 2 ice cream recipe sets. And then on top of that, you get this set here, which has the ice cream, because each day is a special occasion. You have this, here's the scoop with the scoop and the little, the word scoop is formed with the 2 O's as little ice creams, if you can see that. Then you have Life is Better with sprinkles, and you have this sundae with sprinkles and a cherry on top. And then there's also 3 other cones, and I'm missing one already. One of my stamps fell out of the casing, so I'm hoping it's going to turn up, but I'm missing it right now. So those are all the stamps. Again, this is Dianna Marcum's Recipe Stamp Club with Adornit. I am a stamp ambassador, which means they do mail the stamps to me to make samples for all of you to enjoy. So I am very blessed to be a part of Dianna Marcum's team of people that are stamp ambassadors. And I'm sure you know Jen, who is Strawberry Cream 39, my friend Dee, who is Elegant Embellishments, RNJetta, who is over on Instagram and also has a YouTube channel here. She does lots of fun coloring videos. So Cynthia, she always has wonderful things to share. And there are poshpieces, and who else? I'm trying to remember. Is it Sara? Anyway, what I'll do is I'll link all of the stamp ambassadors down below, so you'll be able to link up to any of their posts that they have, and you can check both Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube. And don't forget to go to the Create It with Adornit page also, because we all post our projects on the Create It with Adornit Facebook page. So that's a great place to go and see everybody's fun samples. Plus, we get to see all of your customer samples. And boy, do I love it when you guys make things and share them. It's so fun to see how people use Dianna's beautiful stamps. So that is all the stamps. I'm going to go ahead and show you the dies that I used today to create the cards I'm going to show you. I used the My Creative Time Pretty Scallop Rectangle Frame dies. I love these, along with her stitched rectangle dies. I also used her slimline card, her mini slimline card, which I think she calls the cute card dies. And I used, I made a frame out of 2 of the dies to create a shaker. And I'll show you that in a minute. And then I use the XOXO border dies for the inside of one of my cards. I love how these have hugs and kisses around the outside. And, oh, and I think I just found my stamp that was missing. There it is. See, it fell out. There it is. So I'll put that back in the right spot. And then I use this oval card die set. These are the scallop stitched oval dies. And I'm not sure if these are still available or if they've been retired, but I did use this largest stitched inside-outside stitched oval also. So those are all the dies that I used. And then I couldn't find my Creative Time scallop circle dies, so I pulled out this Gina Marie one just to make a little doily on one of my cards. And then I think I also used one of my friend Anna White's die 797YY from Impression Obsession, and it's the Crazy Stitched set, and I used her main rectangle die on the inside of one of my horizontal cards. So those are all the products that I used, and now I'm going to show you the cards that I created. The first one uses the beautiful pie image, and I just love this image. And I really wanted to go for kind of a country fair feel to this card. So I used a red and white diagonal plaid from a paper pad from My Mind's Eye. And did I bring the paper pads in? I thought I did. Yeah, let me grab the paper pads really quick. I'll show you those too, just in case you're wondering. So I used this My Mind's Eye Everyday Flair paper pad, and this is really old, you guys. I got it for $2.99 at TJ Maxx. This is from 2011, you guys. So if any of you have this in your stash, I did use the papers from inside this paper pad. Okay, and then the other paper pad that I used, I got this for $1.49 at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and this is a Snap Color Vibe paper pad that has all of these polka dots and stripe different colored papers in it, okay? So those are the two paper pads I was working with. So you can see how I took that diagonal gingham and I used that as the background just to kind of give this a country fair feel. I hand cut the pie out. So I stamped it and I cut it out. And what I did was I cut the pie, I stamped the paper onto pattern paper. I stamped the stamp and I hand cut along the tops of the ridges. Then I hand cut along the bottom of the ridges when I did the top, and I glued the two together so that they were meeting in the middle, if that makes sense. And I hand stamped onto some polka dot paper the blue ribbon image, and I cut it out, and I used white gel pen, you can see, to highlight all of the E's and different things, the E and the O on this, and all the little polka dots. And I think I missed one right there. I'll have to fix that. I see where I missed one. We'll add one to that. But just kind of a fun way to add more dimension to your card. When you use that white ink, it helps things pop. And then I used a little bit of tulle that I had just to make a bow and make a little doily here, just to kind of finish off this edge of the card. And it kind of helps balance the sweetie pie and the blue ribbon. And it sort of makes a triangle that way. So I love how this turned out. And then on the inside, I added the cute little strawberry pie image and the little rolling pin and another piece, strip of that paper, just to kind of set off the inside of the card. And then on the back of the card, I used a piece of that My Mind's Eye paper and just put a little pie on the back also. So just an adorable card, and it just says Sweetie Pie. So you could use this for so many different things. So that's the first card. And then I just fell in love with that Blackberry Jam truck image, and I had to use it, you guys. So I wanted to do something different, and I decided, since the blackberries are ripening right now, and there's blackberries everywhere in my backyard, all over the neighborhood. Blackberries grow wild here in the Pacific Northwest, and they're very easy to come by. And I just thought we had to do a blackberry colored truck. So I colored it with 3 different colors of purple and shaded it in. I added some green. I did the flowers in the back, blue with green, and added some blue polka dot paper with a purple gingham paper. And this is a printed digital paper that I had, and then this is from that paper pad. Actually, this is from a My Creative Time paper pad, one of her winter ones. And I thought the blue polka dots picked up well on the flowers in here and went well with the purple. And then you can see where I used that oval scallop die from My Creative Time. I used half of an oval just to have some scallops added to the right side of the card. And then this is the main oval die that I stamped the Blackberry Farm truck onto. And then you can see the sweet little blackberry basket as well as the blackberries themselves. And I did cut up between the second and third blackberry, and I tucked it underneath just to kind of give this a slightly smaller definition so that I could fit my pie on correctly. And then you can see I hand lettered I love pie onto the bottom of the pie pan. So I thought that looks really, really cute. I love how this card turned out. I think it's beautiful. Dianna, I love these images. These just made me smile so big. Blackberry Jam has a big place in my family. My Grandma Joyce, she owned a field next to her home where blackberries grew wild. And every time we visited her, we would go out in the summer and we would pick blackberries, and we'd bring them in the house. She would always make us blackberry jelly. She would make sugared blackberries. She would make us pancakes with blackberries on top. It was just a huge part of growing up and visiting my Grandma Joyce. And so this just brought up so many warm memories to my heart. My Grandma Joyce isn't with us anymore, either is my Grandpa Ormond. They're long gone from this earth, but the memories live on in my heart. And I just really enjoyed playing with these images. So Dianna, thanks for drawing these. They really touched my heart. Inside, I put the beautiful stamp, Hope Your Day is Sweet as Pie. And then on the back, I took that same blackberry image, and this time I left it fully open, so you can kind of see the difference where I tucked the berry behind on this one, but then on this one I left it fully open. And then I just tucked it on top of a little oval that I cut out of some purple gingham. And then I added that same polka dot paper to the back of the card. So I love how this card turned out. I think it might be my favorite just because of the memories that it brought up. And Dianna, as always, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for just sharing your art with all of us in stamp form, in all the kits that are created by Adornit for embroidering and everything. I wish I had more time to create and I could order some, dish towels or something to embroider, because I remember doing that when I was growing up, and I loved sitting in front of the TV at night and just cross-stitching dish towels and stuff, or just making a pillow front or something. So I just, this just brought back so many memories. So those are my two kind of Blackberry pie themed cards. And then I wanted to work on the ice cream cards. So I decided to do that beautiful lemon velvet ice cream because you know me, I love lemon. And so I did paper piece this. I stamped it onto a beautiful gold polka dot paper and then a green polka dot paper. And then I added some Copic coloring to just add some additional shading around the lemon in the area. And if you're new to Dianna Marcum stamps, Dianna always adds some little attenuation or dots along the areas that need shading. So you can use those as a guide for where to add your shading. And I shaded both the leaf as well as the edges of the lemon. I added some white gel pen just to bring some definition to some of the words, especially the lemon velvet ice cream title. And then I just added a little bit more white gel pen just around the lemon itself, and to the word so for so yummy at the bottom. The papers again are from that My Mind's Eye paper pad. And I added some velvet ribbon to divide the two papers in the background and create 3 pieces. 3 or odd numbers are very pleasing to the eye. So you've got 3 divisions here along the back with this beautiful lemon on top. And then inside I added this cute little image that comes with the stamp set. And I did paper piece this also onto some gold polka dot paper. And then I just used Copic markers to color it in and shade it. And then this is just a strip of the paper. And this beautiful die, I forgot to bring this die set in. This is from the 3.75 by 4.75 card die set from My Creative Time. And this beautiful scallop stitched panel is from that set. So I love that. On the back, I added that same floral paper to the back, and then I added this sweet little ice cream cone stamp, which I also paper pieced and colored with my Copic markers. So just a beautiful ice cream card with that lemon velvet ice cream recipe. And then my very last card, I wanted to do a shaker. I was enjoying doing shakers. I made a shaker with some tulle not too long ago. I'm trying to remember what card it was. I can't think what it was right now, you guys, but I showed it on a video a couple videos back. And I decided to do another one. So I pulled out that same aqua tulle that I had shown you. I used the same My Mind's Eye paper pad. I used this adorable image that says ice cream because each day is a special occasion. And I'm trying to get the sequins down so you can see the writing on that. So I just stamped this onto, I created a frame with the cute card dies, and then I did a backer piece, and I added to the frame, I added the tulle, and then I filled the center of the backer piece with sequins, put my double-sided tape down on the frame and put it on top. So it creates a shaker. You can see all the different, I used some, this calls for confetti pieces as well as some sequins. And I love how this turned out. It kind of has the same pastel-y colors for the ice cream, to make it look festive like a birthday card. And then I just added a little piece of gingham and some velvet ribbon just to kind of highlight the center of the card where the ice cream sentiment is. So I hope you guys like this. It's a lot of fun to do shaker cards, and I love doing them with tulle. I find that the easiest way to do them. And inside, I added 2 more pieces of the pattern paper. I used one of the stitch dies from My Creative Time. The cardstock itself is a really pretty shimmer cardstock that I've had for a long time. And then on the back, I added more of the polka dot paper, and then I stamped out that 3 ice cream cone image. and I die cut it into a small rectangle and just colored that up for the back of the card. So such a sweet card. I love that this is a shaker. It's a lot of fun, and so much fun to create these using tulle. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of my Dianna Marcum Recipe Stamp Club inspiration. Do you have a favorite card? I think it's kind of hard to choose after you see all of them. It just depends, I guess, on what you're in the mood for. I always love pie, and pie makes me think of my husband. Ice cream is definitely one of my favorite foods, especially if I can find it in a lower sugar variety, or make it myself. And blackberries are just in season right now, and I had my first ones from the garden the other day, and they were absolutely delicious. I hope you get to sample some blackberries this season, and certainly I hope it's summertime. I hope you get to make some homemade ice cream, because there's nothing like it. It tastes so delicious when you make it fresh. So those are my cards. I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel. I think I'm around 35 subscriptions away from 10,000 subscribers, which is just very, very exciting. When I started this channel many, many moons ago, I would have never imagined getting to 10,000 subscribers myself. So if I make it there, it'll be a miracle, and I will be overjoyed. And I thank each and every one of you that watches my channel, that gives me thumbs up, that subscribes, and mostly that shares my videos out to other people so they can find me too. I so appreciate each and every one of you, but most of all, I just love sharing art. I love sharing crafty time, and being part of such a wonderful community. Each one of you brings light into my heart, and you're just sharing joy when we share art together. So thank you for being part of this community and for being part of my channel. And Dianna Marcum, thank you for the beautiful art that you share with all of us via Adornit, and the stamp line that you have, along with all of the other products that they make with your beautiful art. I want to thank Georgiana and everybody at Adornit, and thank them for allowing me to be a stamp ambassador. And to my entire stamp ambassador team, thank you for always inspiring me and everyone in this community. Be sure to go to the Create with Adornit page. I will be posting these cards over there, as well as eventually over on Instagram. So thank you very much. I'll be back with you guys with another video really soon. Blessings.